What's up, YouTube? It's Joe Catchpolia sitting on the couch, making some money, investing in fractional real estate online, as usual. Just like I, put out my mogul returns on a monthly basis, and I just put out my first ARC 7 monthly dividend update. I'm going to start doing it with realbricks as well. I think that they only do dividends on a quarterly basis. As I've mentioned, I haven't been as impressed with realbricks as I have been with plenty of the other platforms. So far, I've only bought the $100 investment in this Garrison property, and I did just $100 because that's the minimum, and you got a $50 in bonus shares. So I figured it couldn't go too wrong doing that. I used the ORAT 50 code to do that. I don't have my own code because they have some weird, non-compete basically built into their the links that you create to share to invite a friend. So anyway, so I just have the one property on here so far, and it is, I have $150 of it, and my first dividend was $1.50. If you actually look at my account statement, I spent $102.50, and I'm getting I got $150. If we look at this, without the free $50 in shares, because most of the investments that you make on that aren't going to be that, I would have gotten $100 for my $102.50 that I spent. They're saying, okay, that's 1% dividend yield. This was supposed to be a 6% annualized. And so if they're doing this on a quarterly basis, 4 times 1% doesn't get you to 6%. Now, maybe because this hasn't sold out yet, which that's one of the things that's a little confusing to me, is this, I got a message that, is this even what they're talking about? They're going to extend the offering period, right? So it seems like they haven't even raised all the money yet, and it's not closed. So I don't really even understand where that money's coming from that we're getting paid on it. This is the thing. This was all I got, right? This was my account statement. I'm not going to scroll up because it had my info on it, but I didn't really get anything about, how the property's performing, but I think it's because it's not actually performing it. So it's one of the things that I dislike about a lot of these platforms that are, where you're investing in a security versus actually just getting a direct investment in the property, they seem to, all of them give you a little bit less info than I'd like to have. I want to know, where did this money come from, right? Is it actually rented yet? Did we close on it yet? And did they buy it and it's just the shares haven't all been sold yet? No, because it's scheduled for completion in December of 2025. So that wouldn't make any sense, right? It hasn't. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's never the spot that I want to be in as an investor. Oh, before I forget, please like and subscribe. In the description of this video, I have links to all the sites where I'm investing in fractional real estate online, just like I mentioned some of the other ones a moment ago. Please do your own due diligence on all of these platforms and any properties that you might want to invest in. Just because you see me buy something on one of these platforms doesn't mean that you should. A lot of these, it's very much an experiment for me at this point in time. Some of them I'm starting to accumulate bigger positions in some properties. But for the most part, it is, I'm only investing on any of these platforms an amount that I'm willing to lose at the moment, because it's very, a lot of them, it's very opaque, right? You can't really see what's happening with the properties. Your ownership is not very clear. This one, I got a 1% dividend, but for what? Are they just paying this out of the reserves that they raised? It's not clear to me at all. And then I don't even know. Okay, so my account balance, I don't know. Maybe this just went straight. I'll have to check and see, did that just get sent to my bank account or not? Hopefully by the next time that I have dividends on here, I'll have a better update for you. I didn't really, if you watch the ARC 7 one that I put out or any of the mogul ones, they're typically sending out, and those platforms are both further along, right? But they're sending out like portfolio wide info. I didn't see that. It doesn't mean that they didn't send that out somewhere, but I didn't see it. And so I don't know, I don't know how all these others are doing. I didn't get to see that info. Like how, some of the other platforms share it all. If you've been investing in realbricks and you got dividends in other properties, I'd love to hear what those look like. And then also, too, if you have properties that are actually closed on, did you get better info? Did they give you some information about the performance of the property? Or did they really just say, hey, this is the shares you have, and this is what we paid you, and that's everything? Yeah, okay, here it is. This is only... It's only 83% funded, right? And so it's not even done being funded, which I think means it's not done being closed. I don't know that for sure, though. Anyway, I wish I had more info to share about this, but, I'm just trying to give you my experience as it comes with these different platforms. Like I said, realbricks definitely not high on my list of favorites at the moment, but it is one I put a little bit of money into. And just sharing what's happening so far. Anyway, feel free to jump in the Discord or in the comments, share your thoughts on any investments that you've made in here as well. Until next time, I'm just going to keep making mistakes so that you don't have to.